JCB 535140 is a full-size telehandler. It weighs around 11 tonnes and can handle up to 3.5 tonnes. This model of it from NZG comes in a JCB branded box, although it doesn't provide any information about the real machine. Inside the trays, the model is protected by soft paper, and there's a bag containing some lifting forks. There's a little bit of tape to remove, but there's no assembly to do because this model is complete out of the box. Looking underneath, the axles are metal and the transmission is detailed in plastic. The metal wheels have the wheel nuts detailed and the tyres have a chunky look. At the back there's a dummy towing hitch, there are wheel chocks and the graphics are sharp. At the front the stabilisers are metal with the ram jackets made of plastic. It's also good to see that the connections are made with thin friction pins. The body castings are nice with the grills highlighted by paint. The big mirror assemblies are made of soft plastic. The cab detailing is good and the control console has a nice silver fascia. The telescopic boom sections are made of metal and the main hydraulic ram has got some hydraulics detailing. The metal bucket is fairly simple, as are the pair of lifting forks. We move out onto what passes for the Cranes etc. building site. And here we find the JCB rolling along quite smoothly. If we handle the telehandler and look underneath, we can see that there is steering on both axles, and they've got a reasonable range of movement. Better still, the model rolls well in a curve. If the machine needs stability when the boom is extended, you can lower the front stabilisers, and they are stiff enough to hold the front wheels off the ground. Let's now check the functionality of the boom and we'll raise it a bit, and we'll inspect the tipping function, which is very good. Of course, once you've got your 2 feet firmly planted on the ground, you can extend your boom. And that also works well on the model. You can also increase the angle and the ram is stiff enough to hold any pose. An unusual feature on the model is that the rear light clusters can be adjusted to suit site conditions. The other piece of flexibility is that the bucket is removable. It's held in place by 2 steel pins and they're easily removed. Once that's done, the bucket just lifts off. And then you can fit the 2 lifting forks which are hung off a steel pin. You have to feed it through the front carriage and then each of the forks in turn, and it's not an easy job to do if you're balanced on one knee. But then again, why would you do it balanced on one knee anyway? The only issue with the forks is that the pin is easily knocked out of position. Now it's time for the Cranes etc. dim check, and let's see how tall the model is. And to the top it's 9 inches or 23 centimetres. Next up is the genuine imitation real life tests. And the first one we'll try is to tip the bucket into a road tipper. There's no problem with the height of lift, and the tipping angle of the bucket is very good too because it discharges all of the sand. And again, it's good to see excellent driving by the Cranes etc. operator. For the next test, the forks are fitted and will lift a pallet of blocks. And again, the precise hand controls work an absolute treat. For our next test, we'll try something super realistic, and that is to load the blocks on top of a mega giant model box. And certainly this is not something you'll see every day of the week, unless of course you decide to watch this video on a daily basis. The JCB reaches up and manages to put the blocks on top of the box, and in order to move away the operator raises the stabilisers, and then with expert control and coordination, and with the help of a banksman on top of the box, the operator is able to slowly reverse away. This is another very nice quality JCB model from NZG. For the most part, it's got very good all-round functionality, and it's well made and reasonably robust. The other main plus point of it is the detailing, which is very good. Overall, it all adds up to a model that's highly recommended.